Alright, let's get into it, because seriously, how much losing can one man survive before the internet starts taking attendance? How many fake wins can you throw up before the whole act collapses? Cause at this point, Drake's not even dodging LS, he's collecting them like they're part of his merch line. Say it with me, the curse is alive and kicking. Cupcake Drake is down bad again, and honestly, it's starting to feel paranormal. Look at the scoreboard. From the rap beefs to the Super Bowl to the World Series, man's been fumbling cultural moments like it's his main hustle. The embarrassment? Off the charts. And while Drake stans are out here twisting themselves into yoga poses trying to defend it as some 4D chess move, deep down we all know Drake stirred the pot and then complained about the flavor. You built the sandwich, bro. You don't get to cry about the mayo. But before we unpack this Dodgers win and why Kendrick somehow ran the whole show without even lacing up, do yourself a favor and hit that like. You're gonna need the serotonin, because these cupcakes? Melting fast. Now here's where it gets wild. The Dodgers just smoked the Blue Jays in Game 7, and the irony is straight out of a movie script. Out of every Drake versus Kendrick moment we've witnessed, this might be the most poetic one yet. Let's rewind. Back in 2015, Drake dropped back-to-back, the diss track that basically kept his career breathing. The title? A nod to the Blue Jays' back-to-back titles in the early 90s. Even the cover art screamed Toronto pride, hometown glory, sports energy, all that. That was Drake's whole aesthetic. Fast forward to now, and Kendrick's out here flipping Drake's own symbolism. In Euphoria, he mirrors back-to-back as a setup, hints at a sequel, then actually drops one with 616 and LA layered. Petty. Brilliant. And now we're watching Dodgers vs Blue Jays, LA vs Toronto. Kendrick City vs Drake's legacy team. The Dodgers go back-to-back, just like Kendrick said he would. You couldn't script irony this good unless, you actually write your own bars, which Kendrick does. So while Drake's out here trying to manifest WS through hashtags, Kendrick's busy turning his lyrics into prophecy. That's the real gap, one's writing hits, the other's writing history. And the aftermath? Brutal. Kendrick shot straight to the top of every trending chart, top 5 across all major platforms. Meanwhile, Drake's out here getting cooked again. The internet's verdict? You can buy streams, but you can't rent relevance. This whole saga became the Not Like Us World Series. Kendrick didn't even need to step onto the field, his energy alone dominated the moment. And it gets better or worse, depending who you ask. The MLB broadcast even joined the fun, flashing a meme of Kendrick smiling in his G-Wagon while Drake sulks in the back seat. Drake stans lost it. Total meltdown. Conspiracy theories flying everywhere. But wait, there's more pain incoming. Nike dropped a hype video celebrating the Dodgers' back-to-back titles. Guess who's on Nike's roster? Our boy Drake. His own brand dropped a clip flipping I Love LA into Squabble Up, hyping Kendrick City while their ambassador takes yet another public hit. Getting roasted by your label? Bad. Getting shaded by your sneaker deal? Downright tragic. Drake went from God's plan to everybody's punchline, and honestly, at this point, it's hard to tell what stings more of the losses or the silence after. And here we go again, because somehow, Drake's downfall keeps finding new floors to crash through. Like, it takes a rare kind of talent to hit this level of public embarrassment. Imagine getting roasted by the MLB, shaded by Nike, your own partner brand, and laughed at by an entire city that's literally thriving off your pain. That's not losing anymore. That's becoming a full-time meme in motion. At this point, when LA celebrates, Drake sulks. It's a rhythm now. From rap beefs to baseball, every LA vs Toronto moment ends the same way, with Drake catching stray after stray. He's somehow turned into the face of every major win that wasn't his. Think about it, the most viral rap beef in years? LA took it. The wildest World Series finish we've seen in forever? LA again. And right in the middle, there's Drake unintentionally rebranding himself as the mascot for defeat. Of course, the stands are spinning the usual defense campaign. It's all rigged. They're jealous. The industry's against him. Okay, sure, January. Let's be honest, Drake isn't cursed, he's just doing it to himself. Publicly. Repeatedly. Here's the truth, Cupcake Crew, Drake's taking more heat from this loss than any Blue Jays player ever did. Why? Because he inserted himself into the spotlight like always. Man showed up to 3 out of 5 home games like he owned the franchise, flexing courtside, dropping selfies, trolling LA fans, throwing slick shots at Kendrick's crew. Thought he could walk in, stir up noise, and walk out untouched. But life doesn't play by OVO rules. There are consequences, and Drake's streaming them live in 4K. Let's bring back the Subway analogy, because it fits too perfectly. Drake built his own sandwich, hated the sandwich, yelled at the worker, and the worker just blinked like, "Drake, you made the sandwich." That's it. That's the entire career summary, remix included. Picture this, Drake leaving Rogers Center again, head down, drowning in that silent embarrassment. 2 times in 4 months, laughed out of his own city's biggest stage. First, Kendrick's Not Like Us encore shook the same arena, easily one of the loudest moments of his tour. And now, the World Series wipeout. Dude can't even attend a home event without becoming the punchline. At this rate, Drake's not competing with rappers or athletes anymore, he's competing with himself for most public L of the year. The beef, the Super Bowl, the World Series, that's his humiliation trilogy. And culture has spoken, Drake's got a new title. Not GOAT. Not Certified Lover Boy. Nope, GOL. Greatest of Losers. A record no one's trying to top. And the worst part? He earned every bit of it. From the trolling to the fake flexing to the self-inflicted chaos, this isn't bad luck, it's karma with perfect lighting. Now, when people mention Drake, they're not quoting his bars, they're listing his losses. You see him courtside or in a stadium, and you already know how the night ends, awkward smiles, cryptic captions, another viral meme. So yeah, while everyone else is breaking records and chasing GOAT status, Drake's out here creating his own lane, the Hall of Fame for public embarrassment. And that, my friends, is one trophy nobody else wants. Anyway, that's the latest chapter in Cupcake's crash course in consequences. Drop your thoughts below, tell me what you think about this World Series mess and how it keeps stacking up on Drake's record of regret. And if you've made it this far, hit that like and subscribe, trust, it helps more than Drake's PR team right now. Oh, and don't go anywhere, because if you think this was bad, the next one's worse. There's a brand new lawsuit bubbling up, and it might make this World Series L look like a warm-up act. Stay tuned, it's about to get real messy.